Halloween's one of my favorite holidays, and it's because people like to think that they can do whatever they want because they're wearing masks. And then November 1st is my second favorite holiday because that's the day where everything comes to bite them back in the ass. As you can tell, my costume this year is MF Doom's Fursona. Also a little bit of a callback to last episode if you watched it. But much like the battle pass I started for this channel, I will not be keeping it up the entire time. What's up, viewers, moms? Today we're going to be looking at the subreddit, Today I Fucked Up, specifically Halloween edition. Because if there's one thing I love, it's reliving people's worst experiences and feeling like I did them myself. Because the only thing that can make humans worse than they already are is giving them a shitty plastic mask and telling them nobody knows who they are. And that seems to always go well. Let's just get started with this one here. Today I fucked up by flirting with a girl at a Halloween party. So I was invited to a Halloween party about a week back and decided to go as the 11th Doctor from the TV show Doctor Who. I see a girl that goes to my school and is in the same grade. This girl is seriously hot. But lo and behold, this girl's costume is a TARDIS. I'm always down for nerd love. As I get closer, she sees me and her face immediately lights up as she recognizes my costume. We begin talking about the show and the party, and things are going pretty well, and I even make her laugh a couple of times. So I'm feeling pretty good at this point, and I decided to switch to my flirty, witty side. Big mistake. A phrase my brother likes to use a lot is, if you can make her laugh and giggle, you can make her booty cheeks jiggle. And I know that was just running through his brain when he hit the fucking nuclear red button of turning the the flirty, witty side on. And I say jokingly, since she's dressed as the TARDIS, I guess I have a reason to be inside you now. I mean, it's strong. It's strong. But some would argue, insane riz. I like that when you strip this away of all its context and everything else and you just really get down to the meat and the bones of it. It's like nerdy guy fucks up because he accidentally activates his riz. Needless to say, she didn't think this was funny at all and her face turned super red and she got up and after a little while left the party. Just that you can tell this guy isn't the most attractive looking is because Matt Rife says this shit. No problem at all. Matt Rife says this shit. He's getting that TARDIS box put literally minutes later. I know this is going way over and above, but I'm just imagining this is one of those guys who has gotten the comment like, dude, scary mask. And he's like, what mask? Today I fucked up by accidentally wearing an insensitive Halloween costume. You were caught wearing an insensitive Halloween costume. You would pre-plan this and then someone said, hey man, you can't do that. And now you're trying to justify it. It's always the backpedaling that gets you. At my high school, dressing up on Halloween was a pretty big deal. Every year, our administrators held a massive costume contest for students and faculty to participate in. Maybe it's just that the high school I went to had no school spirit, but I can't imagine what kind of Disney classic fucking movie high school they went to where they had a costume contest every year that students actually participated in. Now at this time, I was an active member of my school's cross-country team. I came up with the idea of dressing up as the Running Dead, a play on the name of the popular TV show. The finishing touch to our costumes was the addition of an old race bib to each of our outfits. While we thought this idea was quite clever, it was actually the fuck-up of my entire sophomore year. Our teacher approached us and quietly asked to speak to us outside. Always a good sign. As soon as we got outside, she exploded. I can't believe how insensitive your costumes are. It is so disrespectful to the victims of such a terrible tragedy. Our teacher proceeded to explain that she thought we were dressed up as survivors of the Boston Marathon bombing because of our running attire. No wonder she exploded outside. It's kind of a crazy jump to conclusions though. Sure, the Running Dead is, a little childish, but apparently they're going to Disney High. To assume that a bunch of high schoolers got together and went, you know what? We're competing in this costume contest. That's what they were doing. And we're going to be the survivors of the Boston Marathon bombing. The way the teacher thought that those were two thoughts that they had at the same time. We opted to take off our race bibs and remove a large part of our makeup at lunchtime. Needless to say, we did not win any prizes at the costume competition. Should have stuck with it. In the words of Taylor Swift, haters gonna hate. But the Boston Marathon bombing survivors are gonna win prizes. Now that's what I call playing the victim. Today I fucked up by gassing an entire children's Halloween party. And then just the next text. I turned an entire Halloween party into a gas chamber. This happened about 9 to 10 years ago when I was about 7 years old. I was attending this girl's Halloween party, which also happened to be her birthday party. That always sucks. At least if you're born near Christmas, you can be like, oh, the joyous a gift of God. You're born on Halloween, you are just railroaded into being the emo chick. I don't think you're allowed to say I was born on Halloween if you don't have black fingernails. Downstairs, kids were running around in their Halloween costumes playing tag or watching movies, while upstairs the parents made themselves comfortable. That's always how it happened, man. My parents used to just bring me to parties with, you know, their friends and their friends' kids and just throw me into a basement with them, fucking gladiator style, slam the door, down, let's be real, 2 bottles of wine each, and just like expect me to figure shit out down there. Always did though, you know, like 21 said. The Boston Marathon. Roughly 90 minutes into the party, I decided to go to the bathroom. On the way to the bathroom, there was a witch's cauldron, which was essentially one huge bowl of dry ice in it. Next to the cauldron, there was various bottles used to represent different potion ingredients and mixtures. While most of the bottles were fake or empty, one bottle in particular was completely filled and open. That bottle was hot sauce. I know where this one's going. I took the bottle of hot sauce, removed the cap, and poured all of what might have been 10 to 12 ounces of it onto the dry ice and into the fog machine. This guy would do great on Hot Ones. The last dab, he houses that shit. But put him as a 7-year-old in a party with a fog machine, and you get a bad costume of Charlie Chaplin. After doing that, I lost focus and went to find a drink upstairs. While upstairs, my mom asked me how the party was and just checked in on me. Our conversation was interrupted when all 30 plus guests rushed out of the basement, squeezing their eyes shut, faces red, some even crying and coughing so hard that it was difficult to remain standing. The parent of the host ran downstairs and almost instantly discovered the problem. I felt so guilty about the situation that I immediately confessed that it was my fault. Okay, he is not a real 7-year-old. If that was me and I was 7, taking that to the grave. Not even Reddit would find out. That is going to the grave. Despite going to the school with this girl for the following 6 years, I was never invited to her parties ever again. No shit, man. If it makes you feel any better, there'll be some senior kids in a few years who accidentally make that their Halloween costume. Today I fucked up by scaring my boyfriend twice on Halloween. Just for my boyfriend, I want to do something special just for him on Halloween. I had wanted to scare him the entire day, but had no way of doing it. We decided to finish Halloween up by doing the old devil's tango. Things were going fantastic when I came up with the perfect idea. In the moment, I decided I would do a jump scare. That's always a great idea. When he is most vulnerable, you know, no clothes, soft penis in the October wind, that's when I get him. I waited for him to get on top when the time was right and stayed silent for a good 10 seconds. I relaxed my entire body and just laid there. A rape scare is kind of extreme, no? Or even worse, like necrophilia? At least if it was that one though, he'd go like after grieving and like brag to his friends that he fucked his chick to death. That one's got its upside. I had my eyes half open so I could see his expression. His eyes were closed and I waited for him to notice something odd. How long was she just laying there like a limp body? The actual definition of a pillow princess. Legit doing nothing. Then when he opened his eyes to see what was going on, I bulged my eyes, contorted my face, and let out a horrible blood-curdling scream right in his face. He screamed super loud. I started to laugh, but that's when I felt it inside. What? Wait, hold on. This took the craziest, like, smut turn. It was like, haha, scared of. I felt this member deep inside of me. Now, normally he doesn't wear condoms, so he's used to a scare. And at the time, I couldn't remember if I took my pills. When my boyfriend and I talked about the scare, I told him that I might not have taken any birth control. He was even more mortified. See, like guys can get down on fucking a dead body. That's okay. Like, shit happens. Sometimes you just find the clit and she accidentally dies. That's why they're hiding it from you. But knock a girl up? Today I fucked up by wearing a tail plug to a costume party. Those shouldn't be worn out of the house. Wore a tail plug to a costume party. Some guy pulled it out without realizing it was coming from inside my ass. Pain, blood everywhere, everyone watching, shamefully limping to get the fuck out of there. Can't fucking sit down properly now. You know, they got home and were just like, God damn it. But like, if they could do that again. That's what I don't understand about these is people are always shameful, but never shameful enough to not post them online. Digital footprints. Speaking of. Alright guys, I think that's enough for today. I think the only thing that spooked me about these stories is the human mind. And really its ability to, even on the day, like often referred to as the Devil's Day, we still have this incredible ability to take it one step further. Thanks guys for watching. If you have any crazy Halloween stories like this, stop telling people. Take that shit to the grave, fucking Halloween style. That's it for this video, guys. I think I've done my part to make the internet just a little bit of a worse place for Halloween. And I'll see you guys next time, where it won't be this. Bye. You know, dark age, cause we fucking with the lights off. Can't see what I'm supposed to lay the pipe on.